Hello everybody. I need to adjust this light. That is way too bright. I am way too shiny. I am a shiny individual though. I really need to fix the lighting down here. I had to move my setup because I'm working on the basement, finishing some stuff up, so the lighting's all thrown off. I don't have it dialed in. No bueno. No bueno at all. But that's not what you all are here for. You all are here to watch me play Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! As I smack the mic. It's not a stream until I smack the microphone. It's tradition at this point. Make sure audio lovers are cool. Yeah, it's got the old microphone showing. Desktop audio sounds good. As always, everybody let me know if the audio needs adjusting. But I think we're good. I think we're good to go. New rank season is here. That's cool. So we're gonna play some ranked ladder. What are we gonna play? Not Chimera Runic. Y'all F word. Hate that deck. A lot of you hate everything that has to do with Runic. Which is kind of funny. Because I think you can play Runic in a way where a lot of people would enjoy it. I think you would enjoy the playstyle. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I kind of want to switch up the deck list a little bit, just because I'm a big fan of playing the deck in a slightly different way every ranked season. That way, like, I learned something new, or at least the experience feels fresh and exciting. But not a whole lot is changed with the meta, and this was a good call for last season's meta, so I kind of feel obligated to keep it, to be honest. Keep the deck list the same. I mean, what else would I really change? I made changes mid-season last season to get the deck into a spot where I was happy with it. So, I don't know. I don't really know if there's anything to change. Got one other person in here with me. Hello, friend. Don't be shy. Say hello. I'm way too shiny. Give me 1 second, people. I'm going to adjust the light and I'll be right back. Like 2 seconds. I'm back. See? You didn't even have to miss me. Still a little shiny, but it's alright. I look better. I look about as good as I can. Not very good. Not very good at all, if I do say so myself. Alright, we haven't bought the dual pass. We can do that. I'm a big fan of waiting as long as I possibly can to get all the rewards from the dual pass. Feels good to see everything dropping at once. But usually something comes up to where I need the gems, need the crafting materials, all that stuff. So let's do this now. Accessories, I don't really care. Icon, wallpaper. Accessories don't do it for me. Not really. Every once in a while I want a fresh look or whatever, but you know. Got that. Dual pass. Purchase. Okay, thank you. Oh, we can get the Chimera wallpaper, that's nice. We have free pools for the Umi pack and the Flu pack, so we'll do those at the end of the stream. But for now, I don't feel like waiting anymore for people to get here, so we're just gonna duel, so that anybody who does join gets to join at an exciting moment in time. So let's go. First coin flip of the season. Heads. Fortuitous. Their name is Master Dueler. I wonder if they are a Master Dueler. Master Dueler. Hand's good. Gaia for Golem if we get stopped. Apocalypse for Bone. And Stone Sweeper for Soul. Also, Double Veiler is nice. Not once per turn. Okay. We'll grab the Soul Resonator. Y'all know this trick. Normal summon Soul Resonator. Please hand trap me. Please use your one interaction here. Nope. You're going to be wise. You're going to be patient. Use it on the bone. That's fine. Cool. Void Apocalypse. What do they have? I always hate how loud my computer is. My computer hates it when I play Master Duel. We're gonna discard the bone with Void Apocalypse in order to send a. We could send Crimson just to get that into rotation, or we can send a Vision just to get that into rotation. Kind of like send Vision, Vision, search, Red Zone. That way we can, or we use Vision, search, Fiendish Golem. That way we can hold the Gaia for another search of a Vision. If they hand trap Bone Archfiend and get us stuck on a 7, then we can pivot into an Abyss, and then we have Abyss backed up by Golem plus 2 Veiler. And that's 4 points of interaction with follow-up, since we'll have the Gaia and the Bone. So that will put us in a position where I guess it doesn't matter. But glad we talked through it. That's good brain exercise for me. Get me in the right mindset to start playing this deck again for this season. So the stream title says we're playing Master Duel and possibly TCG tonight. I kind of want to check out Centurion builds of Red Dragon Archfiend. I haven't had the time to do so on my free time, so I figured I could do it with all of you. I don't have free time. Should probably throw that one out there too for all ya. I'm working overtime, plus I have my normal duties, so my normal time to just kind of get things taken care of is gone. Send Saranir. That's fine. Saranir, dump Rebellion. Dump Branded Fusion. Okay, we're playing against Branded. Okay. Retribution. Add the Branded Fusion back to hand. Okay. So we know they have Branded Fusion. That's going to be a problem because we don't have Ash. But we do have Veiler. Grass. Awesome. What they get? Nothing but the Albion the Shrouded, which becomes Albaz in Graveyard. Deer has nothing in the graveyard? No. Okay. We're only going to toggle on if they activate the effect. Branded Fusion is okay. Branded Fusion is okay. What are they fusion summoning? Albion? By banishing. They played around this pretty well. They hit the Strata Dragon there, so they have 2 Albazes. So it doesn't matter if I banish an Albaz, because they'll still have a legal target to banish off of Albion to make Mirror Jade. And if I Veiler it, they can use Cartesia to dodge the Veiler. So I lose out pretty hard here. Saranir will banish. I mean, Rebellion's not a bad hit, because banishing one of the Albazes doesn't stop them from doing anything. But banishing the Lubellion keeps them off of that. Okay. Let's see what this Sarnier can do. Probably the wrong time to hit the Lubellion though, but I kind of feel like you have to because it doesn't activate the summon. So at any point they can get rid of the Albion. Okay, this sucks. Oh, they had Tragedy in hand. Boy, oh boy, are we in trouble, friends. We are in trouble. Cartesia really complicates things because it just nullifies the Valor, so we just lose out. There's got to be a better spot for Valor. Probably not. They just have the nuts. At least the nuts to play around Bisteel Valor. Yep. We're always getting Mirror Jade. Brinbrum. They don't have an Albaz. That's okay. If they want to banish the Saronir, I'm okay with that. Because that means Mirror Jade is off for our turn unless they have something like a Brandon Red that they can get access to. I wonder if they were banking on Cartesia being able to get Albion in graveyard so they could set the Brandon Red. If they don't have another way to put Albion in the graveyard, we're okay. Last card, Quem. Okay. That's rough. So now they have the Albaz in the graveyard, and we're playing a Dark Dragon Synchro deck. Dark Dragons from the extra deck. Ooh, that's not bad. Let's think here. Cartesia Fuse on our turn. Mirror Jade is dead. They'll want to use the Cartesia to get the Mirror Jade off the field so they can bring it back somehow, but how do they bring it back? Quem's gonna bring the Albaz back. Rinbrum also brings the Albaz back. So the Albaz is coming back no matter what we do. It's coming back no matter what we do. So the first thing we need to do is probably Imperm Cartesia. Just force that, see what they're gonna go into, and then reassess the board. Reassess the board from there. Hi, 4 people in chat. How you doing? Everybody good tonight? Everybody having a good time? How's your Friday? Okay. Bring the Mirror Jade back. Da, 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 da. What are we gonna do here, folks? I don't think we can win this. I don't think we can win this. We can try, but I think they just have too much. Albaz and Grave with Rinbrum setup just makes this thing so infinite, so hard, so complicated to deal with. Let's see how familiar they are with this matchup. We'll go, I guess, Bone. Send Bone. Yeah. Okay. Do your thing. Do your thing, do your thing. Bone, target itself. Yikes. Okay, let's get out of here, folks. I know when I'm beat. I don't know if I used Sarnier at the right place. I don't know if there was any way we were winning that with the hand we opened compared to the hand they opened. They opened Cartesia, Grass, Quem, Albion the Shrouded, and I don't remember what the fifth card was. Tragedy. I don't know if we can beat that hand with Valor Sarnier. We'll see though. Sushi City. Burn a Beast and Red Zone in the opener. In 52 cards. You hate to see it, but it happens sometimes. We're okay though. If we get to play, those are actually kind of nice to have in the hand. If we get to play, those are nice to have in the hand. Okay, normal soul. Soul effect. Going soul effect here because we already opened boned. There is an argument to grabbing Crimson. There is an argument to grabbing Crimson if you already open Bone Archfiend, because then you can just go Crimson Bone, Red Rising, Synchro, bring back. Aha, Maxi. Okay, so how far in do we want to go on Maxi is our question. Not very far. But I always like going Soul when I open Bone Archfiend already, because it means if they hand trap the Soul, they get punished. They get mega punished for it. Ash. Okay, that's a little worrisome, because that keeps me off of Gaia, which keeps me off of Golem, which doesn't give me a clean line into multiple interactions. So let's see what we can do here. Let's go Crimson. We're going to increase. We'll special summon the Scar Red, give them one draw. Let them play with a regular 6-card hand on their turn. And then we'll set the Red Zone, set the Brain of Beast, and see if this is enough. We have a Red Dragon Archfiend, Scar Red, which can float. Also has one destruction immunity thanks to the Soul Resonator and Graveyard. We've got Red Zone Pop. And let's see here. Rinbrum, you can add an Adamantium card from your deck to your hand. And that was the normal summon. We don't have the choice of seeing what they add or not. We just have to do it now. I feel like we gotta see what the card they add is. As much as I just want to pop the room hard here, we gotta see what the card is. Hopefully it's okay. It's Meek. That's fine. Hopefully their next move is Vsauce, target the thing. Should have just popped the room art. Should have just cleared the room art. Aha! Let's see. They get another one if we destroy it. We are boned. We are boned. We are boned. We are boned. Yep. Get your replacement. Get your replacement. Special tier elements monster Vista Starfrost from your deck or graveyard, then send one monster you can roll with the same type or attribute. Kind of feel like we need to cut them off of whatever they want to grab from deck, lock them into whatever they have access to via the. Alright. This is a once per turn. Scourge. No, it's not once per turn on the float. Not once per turn on the float. So popping it doesn't do anything for us. Hooray! What card are they adding? Is it Vsauce? Or they're playing Pure Manadium? It's a tier card, so they're playing some weird, you know, lore mashup deck. Time shall tell, but please hurry up. It should not take this long to resolve this. Thank you. Okay, Vsauce. They have 10 access here. They have 10 access here. Light Heart. Light Heart effect. You can grab Reichphobia. Activate Reichphobia. Pop the Light Heart. So they cannot summon the Triheart, whatever his name is. Whatever lore boy they're searching. Reichheart. There it is. Okay. This search is on activation. Yes. Cool. Amatara. It's fine. Alright. See how much we've cut them off. Perilorino. What are they using Perilorino for? I did not realize this dude became Visa Starfrost. Whoops. I think we're getting cooked on this one too, everybody. We might be calling the Master Duel portion of the stream very soon. We might go try to figure out how RDA Centurion works. Shiren. I hate Maxi. I really do. Such an unfun card. Because they drop Maxi and our choices are pass turn or die. And if we pass turn, we die. We worked ourselves into a position where this is a fine board under Maxi, or about as good as it can get for us, but it doesn't matter because they get to open everything in the world. Alright, let's move it along. I know when we're cooked. I know when we're cooked. They've got the material for Astroloud. They can pop off, do what they want. Okay, going second. Let's see what the hand looks like. If we get a good hand, we'll maybe keep on with Master Duel. It's a bad hand. We're probably just gonna move to TCG. The hand is kind of garbage for going second. Here's to hoping one Valor gets us through. Yeah, at least we have Soul plus Extender plus Extender. See if that works. Link, start. Please play. Faster. Please play faster. This is also a minor frustration I have with Master Duel. People in the TCG sphere play significantly faster, especially for hands that involve set 2 pass. Okay, so we've got all the extenders in the world. Let's see how far we can push the Soul Resonator. Okay, Bone. Hello, Bone Boy. Void Apocalypse. Probably should have played that in the Imperm column. We already have Bone. Trixio. Kind of gave up on RDA, sadly. Joke points are just to death. Yeah, Trixio. I can't say I blame you. There are times in which I even feel that frustration and decide to go play other decks. Hence the Chimera engine content you've seen recently on the channel. Those deck profiles are the I guess change up I need to ensure that I can enjoy a season full of RDA. Okay, let's send Vision to the graveyard. Vision, activate its effect. Would you like to do something to this? What you playing now though, Trixio? If you gave up on RDA, what deck did you pivot to? Chimera Branded though is real fun. Yeah, Chimera Branded is really fun. It's a little sad. I always have to throw contingencies on the things I say, because Master Duel is just such a different environment than the TCG. But it's kind of sad that, ooh, that is nasty, and they are definitely on Labyrinth. They got an IDP. Yeah, it's said that Branded Fusion's only at 1, so it makes the Chimera branded deck a lot worse. Makes that Chimera branded deck a lot worse, but I understand why Branded Fusion needs to be at 1 in Master Duel. Branded is a deck that's very easy to hate out of a format in a best of 1. Very easy to hate out of a format, and I'm sorry, very easy to hate out of a format in the best of 3. There are just so many side deck cards that kill. Why did I search Soul there? Because I'm talking instead of playing. There's so many cards that hate out Branded in the best of 3 that it's easy to keep it in check. But in a best of 1, you don't have access to those sideboard cards. So Branded Fusion needs to be at 1. But yeah, it is sad that the branded version of Chimera is a casualty of that. And go ahead, activate Big Welcome. No Big Welcome? You're gonna wait for your turn? You have a big selection given you have 2 accounts. Shh, don't tell Konami. I won't tell them if you don't. But yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Just have different accounts dedicated to different things. Oh my, imagine that, it's Lab. Shocked. Shocked, I tell you, shocked. Okay. Battle phase. Hiya! 3K. What's your favorite deck to play then, Trixio? If you have too many to choose from, what's your favorite one? We're watching my favorite one right now. Why this is my favorite, I have no idea. Maybe I'm a masochist myself. Let's see here. We need to force out that set card somehow. Soul. Okay, Soul Search Bone. Bone. Send the other soul in our hand because it's the only card that's redundant. See, that's why I searched it last turn. Not because I wasn't paying attention, but because I was preparing for this turn, in which it would make sense to send. Bone Archfiend. Target the Soul Resonator. Then we go ahead and send the Crimson. We're going to force the issue by trying to get to Crimson, because we have Synchron in hand and we have access to vision. Have access to vision, which means we can extend into something that at least runs over the lady. Scary part is what the other two cards in their hand are. Are they bricked up on the other big lady? What do they have in their hand that they're not comfortable setting or pitching off of a furniture to get the ball rolling? Trixio falls back to Manadium and Branded. Learning Unchained and Rescue Ace now though. Never learned Manadium. Seems like a big all-in combo deck, which can be fun. Similar to RDA, you know. Once you get the ball rolling and you get to pop off, build a big board. Karma Cannon, okay, that's cool. Now that this is no longer a set card, we're gonna get your lady off the board. And then I believe Arios activates in a new chain. That's fine. What normal trap card are they gonna set? If Arios activates in a new chain, we'll just banish it. Make sure it stays away. Big welcome. Fine. Here. Would you like to do it? Okay, can I do it now though? Let's see what's up. During the mid phase, you can send this card from your hand. Blah, 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 blah. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response. Blah, blah, blah. Specialist card. Can the card be set? No, it can't be set. So their activation window was for what? Was for Arios on res? What's your activation window? Huh? What is it? What's your activation window? What's it trying to tell me? Huh? Oh yeah, Sarner needs to send Sarner. Sorry, I'm reading Trixio's message. Everybody, that's why I'm distracted. Send the Lubellion. Alright, Trixio, I'm gonna lock in for a second. After we beat this lab player, then we can talk about combo decks. What do I want to do here? I feel like Synchron, go here. Make an Abyss to check whatever, potentially, if they have to activate, maybe. It's not the set card, is it? I don't think that card can be set. Okay, Synchron, recycle the Vision, and then Scar Red Float. Pretty sure we got this one locked up, unless I'm missing something. Unless I'm missing something, like a big old rock in our future. That could be something they'd be keeping in their hand that they wouldn't be setting to the field. Me oh my. Me oh my. I think I figured it out. Let's go. Vision. Well, we're gonna force their hand anyways. We're gonna present lethal and make them show it to us. Oh, they have banished cards though. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, I'm so good. They have banished cards though. So we're gonna get this Potter on the field. Check a nib. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Okay, we're at the red zone. Red zone. Probably just furniture in here. I'm confused why they didn't pitch their furniture any other time, Trixio. If I summon the Lady Lab to my field, that's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious if I summon their Lady Lab to my field. Means they don't get it back too. Let's go set the red zone. To spotter. Targeted. Banished. Lighter dark monster. Summon it to my field. Okay. Give me the lady. She's now free of the Phoenix Golem effect. And we have lethal. We have lethal even if they have a blocker. Oh, it's an RS. Okay, cool. That set card can be activated this turn. We need to ignore that. We will chain the Abyss to the set card. Oh, okay, it's evenly. No, I don't care, because battle phase we win. Battle phase we win. Okay, cool. Alright, that was good. That felt alright. That felt alright. It also felt like our opponent bricked. But we'll take those. We'll take those. But Manadium has lines for Nib, which RDA lacks, sadly. Yeah, RDA has bad lines to play around Nibiru. Branded is branded. Yeah, branded's a fun deck to play. It kind of sucks in a best of one, and it sucks in a format where stuff like grass is legal. But branded is, I don't know. I don't have as much hate in my heart for branded as other people do. Because I think it's a fine deck. It just, I don't know, it just sets up a lot of interaction, but it doesn't negate. It just tries to trade cards with you, and that's what I like. I like when it tries to trade cards. Oh, okay, cool. This is fine. They opened the Sigma. That's cool. Yeah, you can do that. We imperm the circular. Okay, then they go Alimbertion. We imperm the Alimbertion, and we put them on Better Have an Extender. Then we hold off for Valor as our last point of interaction, because we do not want to play into a Talents or a Thrust until we must. I'm rhyming, everybody. Should have been a rapper. Okay, Dotscaper. That's fine, I think, if that's their normal summon. I think I'm cool with that, because they go Dot for a Link 1, bring back the Dot, make a Splash Mage. We can, depending on what they do with the Splash Mage, we should be okay. Depending on what they target with Splash Mage. We might be able to Bestial the Splash Mage out, and then Valor. You son of a jerk. Son of a jerk. They targeted the alien version, so we can't miss the old alien version. That's rough, because that gives them what? Material for... That's 2, 4 materials. Let's see what they make with the 4 materials. The next step is probably transcode. Hitting transcode is decent. So most they can get into is access code talker. Okay, transcode. Vincent, do we bestial that out to keep them off of something like a terahertz? Or do we just say, I don't care, we'll deal with the terahertz? I don't know. This plays really bad into a hard open super factorial, because we won't have anything to answer the 3 mathematics and graveyard. But we'll see. We'll see. Boop. And now I really need them to put this this vision resonator in the graveyard so I can search Gaia and actually play on my turn. But knowing Mathmech, the 3 cards in their hand are probably cards that are going to stop me from playing on my turn. So we'll see how far we can get. CG Saldivar. New to your channel, still enjoying RDA 45 card build. Like that it has so many 1-card combos. Yeah, I like that too about it. I really like the way they modernized the deck. Really enjoy the way they modernized the deck. Also, thanks for being new to the channel. Thanks for coming to hang out with us tonight too. Glad you're enjoying the content. Glad you are enjoying it. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for destroying the vision. Please give me the Gaia. Now I can play next turn, maybe, depending if those 3 cards are blanks. Please be silly enough. You're running into Drew Swarm? Okay. I'll out the access code talker. I'll take the bait. What you got for me, homie? 2 sets, imperm called by. Calling it. And last one in hand is Ash. Imperm called by Ash. Calling it. Okay, Gaia. Oh, that's rough for you, friend. That's rough for you. Here's a ghost spell. Ooh, sorry. Sorry about the ghost spell. Please let that set card be a bluff. Let's see if we were saved by the top deck or if we're gonna be in trouble here. Soul effect. Imperm. Call it. Called 1 imperm. Okay. So it's all up to what happens on their next turn. What's their last card in hand? They have Sigma in graveyard, which will be able to get itself on board. Their extra deck is kind of whittled on resources depending on what they play. They'll need another 4 to do anything, and that's if they play 2 Allen Version. Valor, they have a what you call it? Twin Cypress. Why am I blanking? I've played so much Mathmech in my life. But no, they don't. Crystal Art, bring back the transcode, bring back something. Whatever. Something to give them game. Okay, they have terahertz material on board right now. No tear hurts material? Why no tear hurts? Tear hurts probably could have gotten pretty close to killing me. Oh, I guess I'm dead anyways. Don't matter. Alright, well at least that was an interesting one. I'm gonna try and pronounce your name. Para Taumai? Hello, new RDA player. I'm really liking the deck and I want to do some small upgrades. Do you think the super package is worth it? Or should I just grab one triple tactics talent and hand traps instead? Probably the triple tactics talent and hand traps instead. I'm so glad you asked this question too. Also, welcome to the RDA fan club, I guess. I'm so glad you asked this question because I'm going to pull it up right now in my notes. I'm working on a series of videos. Series of videos is called Upgrading. And then in the blank after upgrading is the name of a structure deck. Some of the best advice and most common advice given to new players or players looking for a new deck to play or an affordable strategy is buy 3 copies of whatever structure deck. And then everybody always fails to tell you what to do after you buy those 3 copies of the structure deck. So, I'm making a series of videos to try and help people take that next step from buying the 3 structure decks, putting them together, and then upgrading it into like a more realized strategy. So I'm so glad you asked that question. Thanks for letting me shamelessly plug upcoming videos. Let's look at how many words I have typed up for this video. Word count. 700 words. So should be about, I don't know, maybe like a 10-11 minute video, depending on how in depth I want to get into it. But I have a video like that I'm working on right now. But you get special premium advice because you decided to drop by stream. Grab talents and hand traps instead. You'll get more mileage out of that than you will a Supé package. The cards that let you play in Red Dragon Archfiend are really inexpensive. And you have consistency to make your Red Dragon Archfiend plays very easily on a budget. The thing that you lack is the ability to play through hand traps and your opponent's interaction, and that exists no matter how much money you throw into the deck. So the best course of action is to load up on hand traps and interactive cards yourself. So if your opponent stops you, you can stop them, and then you can try again. Supé won't do as much heavy lifting with that problem and that issue as the generic hand traps will. So glad you asked that question. How fortuitous. Big ol' smile on my face now. What do y'all want to do? Do you all want to switch to TCG, or do you want to keep doing Master Duel? While I give you all like 3 minutes to figure that out, I am going to go get something else to drink, and then we're gonna figure out if we're gonna keep grinding Master Duel ladder, if you all want to duel on Master Duel, or if we can go play TCG. I'll play some Omega, maybe check out the Centurion stuff. Maybe I'll just keep it light and easy and play the version of the deck I know how to play. Paritaumai. I'm just gonna call you Para for short because I am stupid and I like to keep things simple for myself. Para, what's your budget? How much of a budget are you working with if your budget's running low? That'll help me narrow down specific cards to maybe throw out there for suggestions for you to add. And while you're typing that, and while the rest of the chat is figuring out if we're playing Master Duel, TCG, or if you and I, the viewers, I, are dueling each other, I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back, everybody. So what did we decide on? Type it in chat now, or I'm picking myself. Let me text my wife. Tell her I love her. Tell her to have a good night. Cool. Now that that's done. Got around 50 I can spend, but I don't want to throw it all immediately. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. You can actually go pretty far. Go pretty far with $50 in RDA. Also, don't worry about the name. It's Greek. You can pronounce it in English. Okay. Thank you for understanding that I'm an idiot. Branded main here. MD is chill. Okay, Blue Eyes Alternative said Master Duel is chill. Everybody else seems to just want to see RDA be played. So we'll stick with Master Duel. We'll just stay what we're on. Stay what we're on. And then we can reassess after I get my teeth kicked in for the third time tonight. So we'll see what's up. It's apple juice, by the way, everybody. Nearly have your RDA deck completed. Lightning, that's pretty good. Almost there. It is an expensive deck. You do pay the anime tax for it, but they did throw everything in 2 selection packs for us, so that was kind of nice. Kind of nice. I was fortunate enough to have like the entire core built pre-support, and then just needed pulled pre-support. And then I think you all were here for my pools when I was digging for the this is Unchained, by the way. I think you were all here for my pulls when I was pulling for the RDA stuff. It was miserable. I pulled like next to nothing I needed. Lightning would love to learn some RDA combos. Sure, I'll walk you through them. I'll do my my streamer thing where I try to walk you through the combo if I'm permitted to play. If I'm permitted to play by the Unchained player who just set yep, chamber effect special. Which one are they summoning? Ruha? What you grabbing? That might tell me what you have in hand. Might tell me what you have in hand. Shavara. That's fine. Okay, Yama. Please play faster. Thank you. Para, remind me in like 5 minutes, maybe even after this duel. After I need a little mental break to show you what you can do with like $50 for RDA, for hand traps. You can get almost a full set of hand traps for that. Also, Para, what cards do you have already? Do you have any of the hand traps, like staple hand traps already, or not? I appreciate you too, Lightning. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for appreciating me. Dun, 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 dun. Blue Eyes Alternative is absolutely correct, Para. Koi Belt is a card you can pick up dirt cheap, and it really helps out. Sometimes you just get stopped and you need to make a 7 to keep playing. Sometimes you just need to make a 7 to clear something off the board before you can actually keep playing. Bisteel probably needs to stay in hand until they get full grave set up, and then we can banish the Yama from grave, or the blue dog, depending on, not that blue dog, the other blue dog, depending on where they go, what they get. They're getting 6s on field. They make Wave Caesar, we're kind of in trouble. I don't think we can play it through Caesar. Do not think we can play through Caesar. There it is. Caesar checks the Sarnier. Checks Sarnier and checks anything that's going to extend us through any sort of interruption. Ash. Just for link material. Okay, rage. Fine. Okay, oh, do we try to do this now? Do we try to do this now? Do we try to do this now? Let's negate and destroy. Yep. This doesn't care where it's sent to the graveyard. I feel like we have to do this now. Just to threaten more stuff. Feels kind of stupid. Probably should have waited to see if I top decked an Imperm. Caesar, Bestial Banishama. Force the Rage. Force the Rage early. But yeah, it's alright. I don't think we were destined to win this one anyways. At least this way we get a Lubellion in the graveyard for next turn. Doesn't really matter. Would have done fine on our turn. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Lubellion. That sucks. That sucks. At least the effect to summon itself doesn't activate. Does not activate, so we can still get it out of the graveyard if we get stopped, if they play this incorrectly. We'll see what they do though. So normal soul is the play here. Normal soul is the play here. Okay, we have to grab the Bone Archfiend. Have to, we don't have non-tuner access otherwise. And if we need to toss something, it needs to be the... oh boy, probably the branded beast. Probably the branded beast, because we don't really want to destroy anything on their board anyways, and that's the only thing that doesn't extend us on this turn. We'll see what's up. He kind of messed up the combo, really. Yeah, Unchained is one of those decks that's really hard to play. Really hard to play. Doesn't matter, though. He's not going to get punished. I didn't have the non-engine to punish it. Why don't you run Skull if it's a searchable hand trap or just not worth it? Skullmeister? Probably can do that. I mean, I probably can do that. We'll scoop. I could probably run Skullmeister in the deck. I just don't think it really hits much in the meta right now. You know, there's not really a ton of stuff that I think Skullmeister takes care of, so it just kind of seems like a dead card more often than not. I know it's searchable, but there's still other things. Since I'm playing such a big deck list, more often than not, I'm going to use the search on Bone Archfiend anyways. Because let's see, what is Meister's stop? Activated effects in the graveyard. Top deck, Snake Eyes. Does stop Flamberge, which is fine, but usually the Flamberge isn't stopped unless they mess up. And if we're going first against Snake Eyes and we get to the point in which we have the ability to search a Skullmeister, because we don't need to worry about extension, or we don't need to worry about finding bone Archfiend. I think we're fine anyways. What else does it stop offhand? It'll hit other things too. It'll hit other things too. I mean, you can play it. You're probably fine to play it at one copy, just if you want to search it, but I don't really think it hits enough stuff that's being played right now. Let's scroll up. Para was thinking about grabbing Overloop, Small World, Koi Belt, and Stone Sweepers as a first upgrade. You don't need the Small World. Don't need the Small World. Let's go, everybody. Let's go shopping. Let's do it. Streamers be shopping. Streamers be shopping. Okay, let's go to TCG player. TCG player. Let's make this window big. OBS. Turn on display cap. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. And you guys can see my OBS. Okay, and let's go back here. Okay, Small World. How much is Small World? It got expensive for a second. Okay, Small World is cheap. Okay, Small World is cheap. What are you trying to pull, get Small World for, Para? Is it for the Bestial version of RDA? So you can get better access to Lebellion to get your Bestial engine play started? So Small World is, I mean, I guess it's fine if it's a cheap pickup like that, if it's only like 20 cents. No big deal. Stone Sweeper is a must. I would definitely pick up the Stone Sweeper. Oh, here we go. I got 21 items in my cart. You guys can see some of the research I was doing for the video. Clear cart. Let's go Stone Sweeper. Stone Sweeper. Kawaii vibes only. Why are they selling it for that cheap? We want 3 of them, so they're like $250 a piece. So that's $750. To the Overloop and Koi Belt. Definitely great additions. Overloop, you don't really need to play unless you're setting up this Potter lines. This Potter is very expensive, Para, so if you don't already have this Potter, Small World instead of Prosper. Good news, Para, you don't need Small World then. You don't need Prosperity anymore. You don't need it. The deck's consistent enough now that Stone Sweeper exists that you don't need Prosperity. Do you have a Bestial this Potter? If you have a Bestial this Potter, Overloop is definitely, it's a must pick up. If you don't have it, you don't have to play Overloop. It only really comes up consistently when you're setting up this Potter lines. Occasionally it's nice just to use as something you open to banish one of your DDSs to summon back off of Red Zone, but that is less important when you're not trying to turn one of those banished DDSs into a pop off this Potter. What else did you say? Koi Belt? Yeah, Koi Belt is definitely a must grab for cheap. 14 cents. Okay, and then you have pretty much all of the engine pieces then for what you need. Stone Sweeper, Koi Belt, Overloop. mean, stables and hand traps is the last thing you really need because you have most of your engine pieces. Because in that structure deck, if you're playing 3 copies of the structure deck, you have Crimsons, you have Souls, you have Visions, you have Synchrons, you have Bones, you have Scarreds, you have Abyss, you have Supernova, you have Banes, you have Red Nova Dragons, you have every Red Dragon Archfiend you could ever want. You got Scarlates in there. You got everything. They did a really good job of setting up the Red Dragon Archfiend structure deck with like almost every core card you would ever need. They did a really bad job of including relevant staples, so we just need to identify staples and hand traps. Stone Sweeper is just a searcher, right? That is correct. Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. It is just a searcher. Can special hit summon itself if there's a card in the field spell zone. We never put one in there, so you don't ever worry about that effect. It's only ever a bonus if it comes up. Discard it, add a level 3 or lower Fiend Tuner, which is any Resonator. So it's a way to search Soul to start your plays, a way to search Vision or Synchron to conditionally extend your plays if your mainline plays get stopped. Plus, it's a dark monster that puts itself in the graveyard, so if you do want to run some number of Bestials, it's nice to know that even if your Bestials are dead against your opponent's card, you have an easy way to, search a starter and put fuel in the graveyard for Bestials. Don't have Dispotter, you hope they print them in the new tins. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. I don't think this Potter will be in the Megatins, just knowing how Konami works. They will hold it out for Rarity Collection 2, so they can print it in every rarity and use that to help move the sets, because they want that set to be a rousing success like the last Rarity Collection was. And Megatins usually sell themselves anyways, because too many people are priced out of the market anyways. It's too much stuff to reprint. Konami does a terrible job with their pricing and structuring. I'm even priced out of certain decks that I want to play. So Para next for you. Next hand traps I would get. Probably hold off on Imperms, because you can replace Imperm with cheaper options, and they're like $4 a piece, so that's $12. So Veilers, Effect Veiler, all versions, they go like 75 cents each. You can even get like super rares and stuff. That's cool. Albert Strike structure deck. Price for shipping, dollars. Let's see. Let's look at some of the ones that are like 75 cents. They just damaged copies? Yeah, they're damaged. Okay. Okay, so you probably got to go with like the commons or the super rares. Super rares from the 21st century. Yeah, super rares are a little more expensive, but it's nice to have a good rarity. $1.50 each, so that's $4.50 for those. And then you can replace Imperm with Ghost Mourner. Does basically the same thing. And they're dirt cheap. Korean, so we ignore those. $1 each, so that's $3. So you have Veiler Mourner, other hand traps that are good. If you don't have Ash, you kind of have to bite the bullet eventually and just get a set of Ash Blossoms. Good news about hand traps, and one of the reasons why I would favor hand traps over other cards to get first is because they're transferable in other decks. You will play Ash, Imperm, Veiler, Ghost Mourner, and like any other deck you pick up. I was thinking of getting DD Crows to use for Pure Fire Kings. Not sure if that's a good idea. If you are, what kind of decks are being played around you? Are a lot more people playing like budget lists, so like the just 3 structure deck Fire King versions. Because if they're doing that, that'll probably change what you want to. Let's see what DD Crow looks like. DD Crow, how much are you? DD Crows are cheap. That's good. Yeah, pick up a set of crows. If they're going to help against your matchup, yeah, go for it. You can get them for 45 cents. That's fine. 45 cents for DD Crows. Through those. Droll and Lockbird's another good one you can pick up for cheap. That'll always see play. Not always. Like $2.50 a piece. It's the same amount you're spending for Stone Sweepers, but these are playable in any deck. Just 3 of those. Let's see what Nib's at. Nibiru. Pretty inexpensive. Pretty inexpensive. Give me the nibs, the rocks. 2, 3. Let's go to the card, see where we're at. Optimize. We do not care about the printing, condition set, or rarities. The only thing we care about is the best price. So we optimize, and we can get all that stuff for 34 bucks. And if you don't want to spend that much of your budget right away, cut the nibs, cut the drolls. So let's see what happens if we cut the drolls. Cut the drolls. Cut the nibs. And we're down to 18 bucks. That's not bad. You got DD Crows, you got Mourners, you got Veilers. Those are good interactive cards. You play those in every deck you build from here on out. Then Koi Belt, great cheap option for RDA. Uvaloop, great cheap option for RDA. And then Stone Sweeper, great, relatively inexpensive option for RDA. Plus it has some incidental use cases in other decks. It searches any level 3 or lower fiend. That's bound to come up eventually when there's going to be a fiend type deck that wants access to a level 3 or lower fiend monster. So you'll get some extra mileage out of those. Let's see what Prosperity is at. Bought a Prosperity. Ooh, yeah, Prosperities are like $8 a piece. No, you don't need Prosperity to play. You do not need Prosperity to play. Let's go to OBS really quick. Let's do this. Turn the display capture off. Go to my favorite thing in the entire world, the Hypergeometric Calculator. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Display capture. Turn that bad boy on now. Now I don't have to worry about doxing myself. Okay, so we have a 40 card deck. Copies of Soul Resonator that we're looking for. We have 3 Soul. We have 3 Resonator Call. We have 3 Stone Sweeper. And then we have 3 Crimson Gaia. That is 12 copies. 12 copies. We draw 5 cards in our opening hand going first. We want to know what our odds are to have one. 85% chance to open it. Believe it or not, this is actually the same probability that I have for the 52 card deck that I play in Master Duel. 85% chance at open Soul Resonator. And then that's good baseline consistency for your 1 card starter, and then 2 card combos, you have a myriad of them with Red Dragon Archfiend, so you're bound to open playable more often than not. Yeah, so this is a way you can mathematically prove to yourself that you do not need to spend the money on Prosperities. Prosperity is probably a decent investment because it's a card you can play in other decks. So if you have other decks you can play that also need Prosperity, that's something to take into consideration. But you do not need it specifically to play Red Dragon Archfiend. I don't play it in any of my TCG lists anymore, personally. And I have the Prosperities. I don't need to buy them, so I'm choosing not to play them because I don't need to. Blaze Alternative. I'm sorry if I missed you. Goodbye. Thank you for hanging out, friend. Talents, but not sure if running one of is worth it. Let's check out how much talent is worth. Let's check how much that's worth. Let's see what the talent looks like. Bop, 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 bop. Triple Tactics talent. They are also expensive. One copy. I mean, this is another card you're gonna play in every deck. If you want to start with one copy, it's worth playing as a power card. One copy of it. If this card was limited to one copy, I would still probably be playing it at one copy. It's a card you'll play in every other deck. You don't have to feel the pressure to buy 3 of them like you would for this Prosperity, because it's not a consistency card. So buying one for now is worth it. If you want a cheap alternative for what Prosperity would do in Red Dragon Archfiend, Called by the Grave is super cheap. Called by Talents punishes your opponent for hand trapping you during your combo. Called by stops him from hand trapping you during your combo. So just pick up a copy of Called by. It's limited to 1, so you can only play 1 copy anyways. It's basically the same thing as Talents, and it's infinitely cheaper. You can hold on to some more of your budget until you feel more comfortable making some deck building decisions and stuff like that. And you're only building RDA for now, and then Raid Raptors. Looking for a fun budget deck in the future, though. Me too. I'm always looking for a fun budget deck. That's my favorite thing to do, is build like tier 2, tier 3 budget decks, and try to optimize them and maximize them. That's my niche of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've only ever played meta accidentally, where I pick up a deck where I think it's going to be tier 2, tier 3, and then it turns out that it's, you know, tier 1. So alright, everybody, now that I'm done being a helpful, wholesome chap, let's get back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably not going to stay on much longer. TBH, I have to work tomorrow morning, and that sucks, so I need sleep. So let's get to dueling. Let's get to doing, and then let's get me to sleep. Go first. All right, against Carl the dog. Down, Carl, down. No hand traps. Good boy. I think Carl's into that kind of stuff. I think I'm the funniest person ever. I know I'm corny as hell. Okay, cool. Not ideal having to search Soul with Gaia, because I always like being able to search the traps with Gaia, but that's fine. We'll just search one of the traps with Vision later in the turn. Soul Resonator, go! Soul, search. Okay, looks like we're gonna get to play, everybody. We already have Bone Archfiend in hand, which is our desired search target, and we already have access to... No, we don't have access to a Vision Resonator. So we're gonna grab a Vision Resonator to conditionally extend us if we need it. Okay, nothing there. Void Apocalypse. We're gonna try and get some free value out of this Bone Archfiend by sending the Bone Archfiend to the graveyard. Send the Bone to the graveyard. we dump the Crimson to the graveyard. And then now Bone Archfiend can summon itself back from the graveyard. Oh, that Shrink hit. That was kind of cool. By sending the Void Apocalypse. Free real estate. And now Bone is free to target the Soul. And send... What do we want to send here, folks? We're sending the Loop to complete the 2-card combo. Reduce the level. Synchro for Red Rising. Red Rising effect, target Crimson. Lightning, I believe you were looking for combos. This is the combo. It's a weird way to start it, but this is what you're looking for. Crimson Resonator with a Dark Dragon Synchro monster face up on the side of the field. Now Crimson effect, special the Synchron and the the Vision from deck. We can probably take a little different route since we already have the Vision in graveyard. We can go with the Synchron. But I think I'm just going to run the normal combo because this is the bread and butter combo that I like just for showcasing purposes. Okay, summon the Synchron and the Vision. Now use the Vision and the Red Rising. For Scar Red, you always want to use the Vision here because you want to be able to put it in the graveyard and then recycle it back to the hand during our next step with the Synchron. So if you didn't already have a Vision in hand, you could have one to special summon from your hand. We already have Gaia, so we want Red Zone here because Scar Red's going to be a part of our end board. They have Nib. How do we play around Nib? Do we full-heartedly try to run through Nib? Or do we try to force the Nib and then have him play around it? I think we're just going to continue running the normal combo. We're just going to run full steam right into it. They nib me. At least I get to show off the combo for Lightning. So then you use the Scar Red and the Synchron for Power Red. Scar Red float. Synchron target the Vision you put in the graveyard in the step beforehand. Okay. Vision goes back to hand. Scar Red floats into the OG RDA. And then you summon the Vision. And then you can use the Vision or the Crimson plus the OG RDA to make Bestial Spotter. Make the Bestial Spotter, and then Loop can banish the Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. What do you have? Then let's see, what do we want to do here? And then normally Loop would banish a Red Rising Dragon to summon itself. This Potter, summon back the Scar Red, and then you can either just chill on that board, or you can use Scar Red and the Vision to go into Bane tribute off the Loop to bring back the Scar Red, and then you end on Bane, Abyss, this Potter, Scar Red, Red Zone, and whatever else you have in hand. But if they have Nib, I don't know what I want to do here. If I know they have Nib, I save the Loop, let them nib me. I banish the Abyss, and then summon it back on my opponent's turn with the Red Zone. But that's not going to happen here. So let's just get nibbed for our life savings. Para's gotta go. Bye, Para. Bye, Para. Thanks for hanging out, homie. Appreciate you stopping by. It's a pleasure having you here. come back and hang out next time. Hopefully I was able to help you out a little bit. Okay, Skyred. Like I said, we could chill here and just have a whole bunch of bodies that they have to deal with. Or you can extend into the Bane just to get bigger bodies. There's really no purpose to going into Bane other than just getting bigger bodies on board, clearing up jumps. But it don't matter. We're going to leave the chumps on the board. We're going to set the red zone. And then we're going to pass our turn. So the Dispotter pop effect. Yep, there's the nib. Called it. We're going to Dispotter. Do that. Do we maxi? No, we wait for their turn to maxi. But that's combo. And then hopefully you don't end on a nib token. Continue your main phase. There's a world in which I let them summon the nib. There's a world in which I let them summon the nib, because then I'd have just a giant token that they have to out. And I have the red zone to bring back the Red Rising, give me a little bit of steam going forward. D-Bell Star. Okay, now we drop Maxi. Maxi. Ooh, they got the Ash. Okay. We cooked, homie. We cooked. How many negates or disruptions can you end on when you're full combo without getting disrupted? Abyss, negate anyone face-up card. Dispotter, to pop a card they control, or if you manage to banish something on their turn, you can negate a card instead. So Abyss negate, Dispotter pop, always the Dispotter pop, because you always set that up yourself. A red zone pop, because you will control Scar Red Dragon Archfiend. You will control Scar Red Dragon Archfiend, which is Red Dragon Archfiend, so it enables the pop effect of red zone. And then that's it for your interruptions. It's three interruptions. But the thing is, it's not always about the number of interruptions you have. It's about the stickiness of your board as well. Excuse me. You have 3 interruptions, 3 impactful interruptions. Popping a card they control is pretty good. It's a good form of interruption. Popping a monster whenever it activates its effect, also very good. Potentially negating it as well is also very good. And then Abyss, negate anyone face-up card, is incredibly powerful. So those are really good. And then you back those up with Soul Resonator in Graveyard, which can protect all of your cards from being destroyed, as long as you control Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro monster that mentions it. So that means if your opponent drops Raigeki, Lightning Storm, some stupid destruction monster effect, it doesn't matter. You're going to protect yourself from that. I have it happen all the time where people try to Harpy's Feather Duster me. It doesn't work because I just Soul, Banish, protect my back row, protect that stuff. And then you have Scar Red Dragon Archfiend on your board, which when it's removed to the field and sent to the graveyard, gets to float into a Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. So even if they clear everything on your board, you still get to put a Red Dragon Archfiend back on your board that they have to answer. Otherwise, it's just going to run over everything they control in the next turn. And then Crimson Gaia, when a card on the field is destroyed, can summon a Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. So you can summon back the Scar Red or the OG RDA that you put in there during your normal setup. So if your opponent clears everything off your board, absolutely everything, at minimum you can have 2-3k bodies on board, plus the Crimson Gaia, and Crimson Gaia is an aggro tool on your turn, so if they don't clear the RDAs on your field. You just get to go right to battle phase, flip everything face down, blow everything up with the OG RDA. Stickiness of your board is also very important. You're not trying to stun your opponent out of playing. You're trying to stop them enough to the point where it gets back to your turn. You can then OTK. Red Dragon Archfiend is like a mid-range deck in that regard. Combo decks put up a million forms of interaction to invalidate every card your opponent controls. Mid-range decks put up enough interaction to stop your opponent from winning so you can win on the next turn. Lightning. Brandon lives by this. Yes, Brandon is a very good comparison. Mara Jade Pass is a problem that your opponent has to deal with in a very specific way, otherwise it ruins their day. Oh no, it's a non-target banish. But if you remove it in any way that isn't putting it back to the extra deck, it's going to blow up their entire board. So it creates a lot of pressure, and it trades very favorably. Yeah. So RDA's biggest problem is playing through interruption and interaction. If you get to play, the deck is amazing and it feels great and it's wonderful. But if you don't get to play, if you get stopped, or if you get nibbed, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. The deck really struggles to pivot in anything meaningful. Alright, we'll go first. If they have nib, and I know they have nib, we won't play into it this time. No problem, Lightning. Glad I could help. Rambling nonsensically about Red Dragon Archfiend is one of my favorite things to do. I have a YouTube channel dedicated entirely to doing that. Okay, so weird start here. That's fine, though. Do we check for Ash, or do we play around? We can't play around Droll, so we check for Ash. Lubellion effect. Normally I don't like to use the Lubellion effect right away. I don't like them knowing I have it, because I don't want them to have the knowledge that I have access to Bestials, so they don't, hold specific interactions in their hand. But we're gonna go Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is a 1-card starter, because we get to send the Vision to the graveyard. Vision activates. Vision sees the path to combo, which is Gaia. They know they're cooked. Okay, we don't even get the full combo. I respect it. I've scooped many a times tonight after I knew I was done. Let's go one more. This may be our last duel of the evening, everybody. Let's make it a good one. Let's make it a good one. If I play poorly or mess something up or lose, there's like a 95% chance that I get salty enough that I'm just going to keep going anyways. But we'll see how this goes. Okay, we have Foolish Burial, which so we can start the same way we did last time, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start with a Gaia. I don't want them knowing I have Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is access to the Bestial engine, but also extension through Bone Archfiend, because I can just send that to the graveyard and be a-okay. So if they stop Soul, we're good. Also, it seems like Master Duel players, at least just from the duels I've had tonight, are getting smarter and not stopping Soul Resonator. They're waiting for Bone Archfiend, which is exactly what you should be doing. Should be waiting for the Bone Archfiend. Now this is always a difficult decision. Which card do I send from my hand to the graveyard? The least impactful one is going to be Effect Veiler, I think. Least impactful is Effect Veiler. We do that because if they drop Max E there, because I activated a special summon effect, at least we still have the Ash for their Max E. Foolish Burial gets us access to the Bestial engine. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll Ash that. That's why we saved the Ash. I do not want them playing on my turn. Don't want them fire attacker. Don't want them flipping anything face down. So we're going to send the Crimson to the graveyard. We're going to decrease the level. Now that I know that they're not on a light or dark deck, I'm probably going to use the Foolish Burial for Oovaloop instead of the Bestials. Because Oovaloop will help build a better board against Rescue Ace. Crimson, stop pinging me every time for Maxi. I don't want them knowing I have Maxi. Synchron Crimson, Synchron Vision, they have Nip. Aha! There it is. Do we take the 2 draws? Is it 1 draw or 2 draws I get? We'll save the Maxi. That's fine. Give me a big old token. Give me a big old token. Ooh. Soullight Crimson, Foolish Sun Bone. Saves you that Valor you sent. Yeah. But then I don't get to use the Foolish here. Don't get to use the Foolish here to get me access to the Bestial Engine after I get nipped. So we're going to target the Vision and bring it back. Get Synchron brings the Vision back, and then Vision grabs. We already have Gaia. We're not going to end on an RDA. Are we going to end on an RDA? We go Foolish Burial. Dump Lubellion. Lubellion can't get us anywhere, so yeah, we gotta grab the Golem here. Womp womp. Okay, Foolish Burial. Let's thin out that deck a little bit. Let's send... Let's send the Sarnier. Sarnier effect, Dump Lubellion. Do that, set up the Lubellion for next turn, set the Fiendish Golem, and pass through our opponent there. Pass there. Do we fire the Maxi in draw phase? Yes, because I want to play around talents. Want to play around talents. If they go in, they go in. I feel good about this Fiendish Golem too. So when they drop Turbulence, we can just go ahead and banish it off the field. Impulse is coming back to the hand. Impulse. Okay. Battle. Alright, the Maxi scared him off. That's good. Okay. Set. What's the set? They rescue 8 spells or they imperms. Maybe I should have held the Maxi, try to get some value instead of just scaring them off their turn, but we shall see. Let's see here. Gaia. No response out of them. Grab another soul, start thinning out that deck a little more. Soul effect. What are they gonna do? Grab the book? Grab the book guy or grab the Draw 2, send back 1 or whatever. Hydrant. Oh, okay, so they definitely have real back row. Kind of want to grab a Centric here. Clear out the back row. Make it less of a problem for us. Could go battle phase to threaten the Hydrant going off the field. We'll go hunting, see what we can get. It's probably in perm, since it's in Gaia's column. Okay, what are they getting rid of? Ooh, Super Poly. That's a great hit. Fantastic hit. Amazing hit. Excellent hit. That is really nice. Oh, that's really, really nice. Let's see here. What do we want to get rid of? I mean, I guess Bone, send Bone is probably pretty good. Bone. Send Bone. Keep Vision in hand. Vision extends us. If something goes wrong. Let's see what's up. That's fine. That's fine. Battle phase. Attack. Get that Hydrant out of here. Main phase 2. End phase. Probably could have played that a little different. Does this pop? Cool. What is this bonus effect if you control Hydrant? Okay, cool. Only I can't activate the monster effect. Same monster effect names. Yep. Do your thing. What you summoning? Hydrant, that's fine. Hydrant search. Who are you searching? Is it Turbulence? That would be cool. I'd love to get that off the field with Fiendish Golem. That would be super duper cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, there it is. Toglon. Come on, get Turbulence on the field. Let's put it on the field. I can be trusted. I swear. I swear. I can be trusted. Nightmare Phoenix, you... I'm almost swearing on stream. Called by was in hand. They knew they had a player on the Fiendish Golem. Sadly, I think that's a game. They made the right play. Maybe the Toglon was the wrong move there. Maybe not reminding them that I had it. But it's alright. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes they open nib. Sometimes they don't. Contain. Yeah, this is just the end of the game. It doesn't matter what we have. We can't play through the back row like that. You rescue ace. Tito, what up, homie? Yeah, I know. We gave him a good one. We made it to turn 4. We got nibbed. Still made it to turn 4. We're not out of it, but we're out of it. Nope. Link, Princess. Summon back the Hydrant. Turn out all your bonus effects. Yeah. Is there anything on our deck that deals with this situation? The answer is no. I did not build my deck to beat this scenario. Oh well. Oh, alright. I'm sleepy. We got cooked. I think I'm going to call it here, everybody, while we're waiting for our opponent to finish up. Thanks for coming out to the stream. This is fun. It was a good one. Didn't do a lot of winning. But sometimes it'd be like that. That's life as an off-meta player. That's just how it be sometimes. That's just how it be. Grab soul. We'll fight to the very end. Just to end stream. GG's. Yeah, GG's to our opponent. GG's. Probably could have played a little better. Probably something I could have did. Maybe we'll save this one and watch it on replay to figure out if there's some way on turn 3 I could have done something better. Ooh. Add from deck to hand. What are we at? What are we adding? Oovaloop is a 4 tuner that gets itself on board if we banish a synchro monster. We can do that. Synchron is also... I feel like Oovaloop just makes getting to a synchro easier. Not that we're going to be able to get to one, but we'll see what they do. We'll banish the Red Rising. Hoping they take the bait and go after the Oovaloop in this scenario. Bone Archfiend. Send a vision. It's not revealed that we have 2 vision in hand. I mean, I guess we can put it in defense. What is the correct move here? We're going to put it in defense in hopes that they don't do anything to the bone, thinking it's a non-threat. Nope. Do they get to destroy it? Nope, but it can't be used as material. No! They saw through my ruse. Saw through the ruse. Through the plan. Extra deck is locked out. Do we survive? There's no way we survive unless they completely fumble it. Unless they completely fumble it, but let's see if we can just force that last back row. Anything? No, okay, cool. Alright, let's set the red zone. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. I should be able to finish this off. They probably play Access Code Talker. What are the odds they play like a Zelantis line or something like that? Rhoda. Alright. Off. Okay, preventer. Oh, come on. I want to go to bed, please. Rescue Ace player, just finish this off. Okay. Okay. Let's keep it moving here, folks. Keep it moving. Attack order matters. Or does it? Because they have Princess. Engrave. Yep. They can pop. Get rid of the Red Rising we're going to put on board. Unless they're just going to go all in. Go on. Why do I have a feeling they will throw? I don't know. I'm getting the looming suspicion that they might throw too, Joe. But at the same time, I think they're just trying to flex. What's your target? Set card. I guess we gotta do it. Guess we'll do it now. It's kinda open they didn't address it. How many links they have in graveyard? I don't think it matters. Because they're gonna get Princess Pop. Links of different attributes. They have fire, and it would be a dark, so they'd have 2 pops with an X6 Code Talker, which is more than enough. There he is. Which banished rescue days monsters they have? I'd like to see your banish pile, please. Yep, 2 pops and a walkover. Pop. Pop. Walkover with Airlifter. Smash with access code target. What about just go access code? Yeah. When in doubt, just go access code. Tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. Come on, Silver Bells, hurry it up, please. I am sleepy. Anybody else got any interesting questions for me? See if I missed anything in chat. I don't think I did. But thanks again for hanging out, everybody. This was a fun stream. Didn't win too many duels, but that's okay. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. It was more or less fun just to come hang out. Play some Red Dragon Archfiend, talk about the deck. Try to have a good time. Get some rewards. Nice, 2 hundos. You all know how we end stream. We go to the shop. We pull some packs. Umi Control pack. Give me that free rip. Skip it. Lifeless Sleepfish. Hello, friend. I'm waiting for all the Goaty support to make its way into Master Duel so I can play Goaty. That's a deck I enjoy playing. Plays on a very weird axis. Kind of like Metaphiz. Hey, Gazelle. What are the odds that I pull more Gazelle out of the Flute pack than I do the Chimera pack? Okay. Any other free pulls? Boom, 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 boom. No. So we're ripping open some legacy packs. Hondo. Let's see what we get. Skip them. Antitopian. Gauntlet Launcher. This is, I don't know. I really like the design of Gauntlet Launcher. I wish the quick pop was a quick effect, but at the time it was designed, that would have been a little too OP. Dark End, what up, homie? Love to see that. Burning Soul, hey, that's a nice card. Barbaros. What else did we open? Anything good? Tyranno, the OG Tyranno. Shout out to Jack Atlas. Anything else? Not that I'm seeing. Alright, let's do 100 more and then we will wrap up stream. I'm slowly running out of legacy pack tickets. Skip it. Unity! Voltic Bicorn, glossy. Ooh. Bad bear statue. Gross. But also I kind of needed that. Kaiser Coliseum, also gross. Unexpected Die, you gotta love it. Fortune Tune, that's a good card. Comes up. Skull Guardian. That may be relevant later. Nobody plays that Skull Guardian. Let's see what else. Ido. Shout out to the Ido lock that everybody was in a panic about. Summon Breaker. Another Floodgate. Widespread Dud. Shout out to Chain Beat. Excuse me. Kiminari Attack. Shout outs to Thunder Dragon. Perfumet! Hey, we pulled Perfumet, everybody. Good job. We did it. Alright, let's see what vanillas we got. Any old school ones? Autonomous Soul. I had that card. I think that was the first card I ever pulled from a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was a kid. It was Autonomous Soul, Furious Sea King, Kagamusha of the Blue Flame, and I forget what else was in the pack, but I remember those three. The art was so alluring. So alluring. Alright everybody, and that's going to be it for stream. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for having fun. I will see you all next time. Have a good night. See you next time. Probably next Friday. I'm going to try and make Friday like my streaming day, just so I have some consistency with it. I'm also going to try and make my video drop day a consistent day. Pretty sure I'm going to do Friday for that as well. It just works easier for me for budgeting my week if I have both of them at the same time. So look forward to videos every Friday. Look forward to streams potentially every Friday. Thanks again, everybody. Be safe, have fun.